Hello students, good morning. Here I am Sandeep Bharti going to teach you third part of first chapter, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe, class 10th. Okay, so today I will cover three subtopics: unification of Germany, unification of Italy, unification of Britain. Okay, so look at here, unification of Germany, unity of Germany, or unification of Germany means uniting of Germany. Okay, movement was under the Ottoman Bismarck. Okay, he also fought the 7 year wars with the Austria, Denmark, and France. Okay, in the year clear to unite the Germany. In the year 1871, William I was proclaimed as the German emperor. After that, William I, okay, was declared as the German emperor. Okay, to look after the people or to make some necessary changes. Clear. Then process under the leadership of William I. Okay, there was a progress. Okay, in the form of nation building was started in the Germany. Clear. Then next subtopic is unification of Italy. Okay, unification of Italy was uh, done. Okay, firstly by the great leader Victor Emmanuel II. He was the king of Italy. Okay, so Giuseppe Mazzini. Okay, he was the great Italian writer. He also wrote a book, Young Italy and Young Europe. Okay, to unite the people of Italy. Okay, so another leader was writer was there. His name was Giuseppe Garibaldi. Okay, he also led the armed volunteer. He also acted as a role of great volunteer, means helper. Okay, who guide the or to who strengthen the army of Italy to protect the nation from the outside attack. Okay, so he was also known at that time. He was also known as the king of Bismarck of Italy. Okay, then another writer was there. His name was Camillo G. Caballero. He also led the movement. Okay, to unite the Italy. Okay, so due to the contribution of all the writers as well as great leaders, there was a unification of Italy. Okay, next subtopic is the unification of Britain. Britain, means a land of British. Okay, गोरे लोगों का देश. Okay, so unification of Britain. So British Empire consists of at that time English, Scottish, Irish community, means it was the country of group of English, Scottish, and Irish communities. In okay, so after that industrial revolution mean setup of new industries to make modernization in the England. Okay, to make the work more easier or modernize. Clear. So brought economic prosperity. Okay, means there was a increase in the money. Okay, clear. Business. Okay, development around there. So Act of 1707. Okay, merged Scotland, UK. Scotland means Scotland was merged into the UK in the year 1707, and after that it was also the beginning of formation of Great Britain. Then later Ireland also merged to form a big or developed UK, okay, or Britain. So due to that there was a unification of Britain. Okay. Okay, so continue with the next subtopic. Okay, that is visualizing the nation. Okay, so in this subtopic means to put focus on the main character of this particular development unification. Okay, so first keyword is one keyword for you I would like to discuss, that is allegory. Okay, so allegory means the characters used as a symbol in order to express something or someone. Okay, so after that there was a personification. Nation means personification means showing off a particular quality. Okay, so what they would like to show, okay, the statue of Germania, okay, and statue of that Marigny, okay, in France. Germany in the Germany and Marigny in the France, okay, in order to awaken the people of okay, Europe about their basic rights, okay, as we have studied in the India, okay. So as we personify the image of Bharat Mata, okay, to to bring some unity, okay, between the people, okay, that is the key key thing, okay, key thing to the in order to achieve something else, okay. Thank you. Okay, here I move to the next subtopic, that is nationalism and imperialism. Nationalism, as I discussed earlier, means a true feeling of someone about his nation. Yeah, I will live for country, I will die for the country. Okay, so imperialism mean it is a policy under which a powerful country acquire power by capturing another weaker nation, as the British did. They capture India and made it their colony, okay. So uh, during the end of the 19th century, nationalism, okay, started converted into imperialism, okay. Again there was a transformation or changes of nationalism into imperialism. मतलब nationalism जो था देशभक्ति की जो भावना थी वो फिर से कन्वर्ट हुई किसमें, इंपीरियलिज्म में. इंपीरियलिज्म मीन फिर से लोगों में वही फीलिंग डेवलप हुई कि हमने दूसरे एरियाज को कन्वर्ट करना है, दूसरे एरिया को कैप्चर करना है और अपनी कंट्रीज को मोर पावरफुल करना है. क्लियर? देन फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस वाज, एग्जांपल वाज, okay, nationalist tension in the Balkan area, okay, in the after the 1871. So there was a tension of there was a problem of that unification, okay, of that Balkan area. Balkan area was a large area, okay. It was under the Turkish influence, okay. It was also the one of the Ottoman Empire at that time, consist of that small parts, as in the modern time we familiar with them as Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, okay, Greece, Croatia, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia, Serbia, and Montenegro, okay. Clear? So it was a group of that small that parts at that time. So a large part of the Balkan area was under the control of Ottoman Empire. It was also the control of Turkish Empire. So it was a big problem for the unification. Okay, clear? Then as Ottoman Empire, later on as the Ottoman Empire started weakening, okay. So there was a weakness saw in between that Ottoman Empire one by one, so broke away and declaring their independence, as they demanding their independence, okay, from that Ottoman Empire, and declared their nation as their independence nation, okay. Okay, continue with the subtopic nationalism and imperialism, okay. So as we talk about Balkan area earlier, so the Balkan state were fearlessly jealous of each other, okay. So as I talk about the Balkan state, it was a Turkish area, big area, Ottoman under the control of Ottoman Empire, okay. So they wanted, okay, they were fearlessly jealous of each other, and each hope that, okay, all the group that to gain more territories at the expansion of other. मतलब वो चाहते थे कि हम लोग अदर एरियाज को कैप्चर करें और उन एरियाज को क्या करें, अपने एरियाज में मिला के अपनी एरिया को और ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग कर सकें. ठीक है? क्लियर? सो व्हाट वाज हैपन आफ्टर दैट, मैटर फर्दर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, मतलब वो बिगड़ते चले गए. कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मतलब बिगड़ते चले गए, हालात बिगड़ते चले गए. देन व्हेन द पावर, ओके, like Russia, big power like Russia, okay, which is known as the USSR, okay, Germany, England, and Hungary, they jumped into the scene. They, interfered that particular complicated situation which arose due to the expansion by the Balkan area. Clear? Understood? And this particular situation turned into the First World War, which this you read in the ninth class. Okay, First World War was fought in between two groups. Okay, Axis power and Allied group. Okay, so First World War was fought in the year 1914 to 1918. Okay, between that Allied group and Axis group. Okay, and its outcome was widespread destruction and killing of large scale of people. Okay, so आफ्टर दैट एंटी इंपीरियल मूवमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है कि हमने वो जो पावरफुल कंट्रीज जो हैं, ठीक है, जिन्होंने साम्राज्यवाद, ओके, चाहते थे वो, ठीक है, तो उनके अगेंस्ट हमने मूवमेंट स्टार्ट कर देना. ठीक है, सो एंटी इंपीरियल मूवमेंट वाज स्टार्टेड विच फर्दर लेड टू द इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ मैनी countries in the world. So India was also one of them, or many more other examples you have read in this chapter. Okay, so now this is the end of this chapter, first chapter of history, class 10th. Hope you enjoyed it, understood it. Okay, thank you very much.